Okay, so this is called Get Some. It's a show about health with a human sexuality emphasis, but tonight's program is all on safe spring break because you start your spring break on Friday in 4 days, right? Is anybody going anywhere for spring break?
Florida.
You're going to Florida. That's very nice. Yes.
The beautiful state of New Jersey.
Oh, okay. Very good. Is that where you're from?
Yeah.
Okay. What part of New Jersey?
Central, Somerset County.
Okay. I have a sister in Gloucester County.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Condolences. Anybody else going anywhere? So with this program we talk a little bit about if you're traveling, but even if you're not traveling, it doesn't matter. This information is good for you if you travel later on in life or just helpful tips for the future, okay? So the way that we would do this, it's set up as a PowerPoint presentation, but I thought to sort of make it a little more fun and interactive, if we, since it's spring break, if we have a little beach ball, and Janine will throw it to one of you, and then you catch it, and like we'll practice, you throw it to me. So I catch it. See, why do they always pick me last? And wherever your index finger lands, that's what you would read, and then we'll review that topic by the PowerPoint slide. Does that make sense? Okay.
Which index finger?
Oh, whichever one you want.
Awesome. That's all you do.
Wanted to bring home a souvenir, but didn't think it would be an STD.
Okay, so wanted to bring home a souvenir, but didn't think it would be an STD. That slide, I don't have a PowerPoint slide for that one. We'll just talk about that. So the importance of that is if you're traveling abroad or going away on vacation or even just going away for a long weekend, you always want to be safe. So what are some of the ways you can be safe to not contract a sexually transmitted infection? Condoms. What else? Well, yeah, abstinence, sure. What else? Yeah.
Really know your partner before you sleep with them?
Yeah, good partner communication, especially if you're traveling someplace abroad, you might not know what diseases are more prevalent there, and you probably don't know your partner as well because it's just sort of a quick fling, and that could put you at risk. So definitely that's not the souvenir you want to bring home. And so all the things you said are perfect. Good partner communication. If you're just going somewhere for a short time, you really don't know what types of things are more prevalent there. Sometimes HIV is more prevalent in some places than others, and you don't know the person that well that you're thinking about being with. So some things to think about before you would engage in any type of sexual behavior. If something happens and things went as, you didn't quite think they would and you have some regrets, then it's important to just get seen and make sure that you're okay. Two of the most common sexually transmitted infections are chlamydia and gonorrhea, and that's a simple urine test to check for those, and then a blood test to check for the others, okay? So even though we didn't have a slide on that one, that was a really good first one to review. Anybody have any questions about that one? Okay, let's do another one.
Oh, sorry.
Throw it again.
Tried new things but made sure I was safe.
Okay, so tried new things but made sure I was safe. Oh, I have 2 slides for that. So let's see. Okay, so these are some quick tips because it's neat to try new things, right? That's some of the reasons why we, have new experiences. So some quick tips, whether you're going away on spring break or not. Maybe you're just going to a party at, a friend's house. So never travel alone day or night. And I know we've heard some scary stories about this of, what's the one story we heard about? Someone who traveled alone. Remember the Natalie Holloway case? She sort of separated from her friends and it was a disastrous ending. And I don't think they've still found her remains. So, what you plan on being a good time can turn into a nightmare for the family and everyone involved. So never travel alone day or night. And even if you're arguing with your friend or if they had a little too much to drink and you might be aggravated with them, don't leave them alone. Be a good buddy. That's very important. Check with the hotel to get information on where to visit and places to be cautious. Sometimes it's not safe to leave the hotel in some places where you're traveling. So you always want to check with the people who you can trust there on where it would be safe to venture out and where it's not. I know a few times I've taken people in the summer to Kenya. We always trust the people that are with us, you know, where can we go where it's safe, and is it okay to be out at night, or should we be back before it's dark? And you always want to listen to those people and, you know, make sure that you're safe. Stay with a group at all times, never go with strangers, and have a low profile. Sometimes you don't want to make it known that you're a visitor in a certain area or that you're not a local, because sometimes that can make it more prone to someone trying to steal from you or take advantage of you. So that slide and one more I think covers this as well. Let's see, this one. You know, we want you to return to campus safely, of course, all the time, because we care about our Penn State students, right? So plan a successful trip, protect yourself, protect each other, and we'll go over the sun thing in a moment. And we'll go over the bottom three in a moment, towards the end. Okay, let's do another one.
Little umbrella things.
Okay, I have 5 slides on this, because the theme of this episode is mainly about drugs and alcohol I'm supposed to focus on, so I have 5 slides on drugs and alcohol. I thought this was a pretty neat statistic. I thought it was a sobering statistic, actually. More than 1,200 American citizens are arrested abroad each year on charges of possession of an illegal substance. So one of the take-home messages here is I think that things that you might think would be legal in a certain place could be illegal. So you want to find out, if you're traveling in a place you're not familiar with, what's legal and what's illegal, so that you know their rules, because you need to abide by their rules. Okay, don't accept open containers. This is regarding alcohol. So if you do decide to drink, don't accept any open containers. Also know the drinking age. It varies from place to place. Some places it's 18, some places it's 21. It depends on where you're at, so you always want to check into that. Space and pace. So you want to definitely space your drinks to give yourself time. Set a limit. Maybe you can say, okay, I'm not going to have more than 2 or 3 drinks, and then space that out. Have a designated driver if there is a driver, and know your drinking age. Okay. More alcohol stuff. And remember, you don't have to drink to have fun. What are some fun things you could do without drinking? Anybody know? Go ahead.
Jet ski.
What is that?
Jet skiing?
Oh, jet skiing. Oh, I thought you said something else. Yes, jet skiing is fun without drinking. You probably shouldn't jet ski if you do drink, right? Right. What else is fun to do if you're not drinking?
On vacation or in general?
In general. Because some people might not be going anywhere for spring break. Yes.
I'll probably play video games for like 83 hours.
Okay. So there you go, video games. How about one of our females? What's a fun? Yeah.
Hang out with friends.
Yeah. Catch up with some friends maybe that you're not in college with. They're at a different college, or they're at home, or they're out of college. So catch up with some people. Absolutely. I know me. I'm going to have a fun time catching up on housework, right? And studying for a big test. So I can't have any alcohol with that. So lots of fun things you could do and not involve alcohol. Let's see, let's look at, we have 2 more here. Oh, so if you do drink too much alcohol, what's the best way to get rid of a hangover? How do you get rid of one?
Water.
Well, there's one thing that, well, you want to stay well hydrated, but what's the only thing that can really get rid of a hangover?
Time.
Time, yeah, not a cold shower, not coffee. It's mainly just time. But one of the ways to prevent would be to stay well hydrated. So I hear what you're saying, because hangover symptoms are terrible, and I have them listed there. headache, nausea, vomiting, dry mouth, tired, and really you're pretty much, done for the next day. So you pretty much lost a day of spring break then. So you want to try to avoid that. And ways to avoid a hangover. But the best way, if someone is drunk, that time is the best thing on their side. Don't drink so much, sip, have food in your stomach when you drink. And remember we said pace and space your drinks. So 1 drink per hour if you're a guy, and 1.5 hours if you're a girl. Never mix alcohol with prescription drugs. Alternate a non-alcoholic drink between alcoholic drinks to stay hydrated. And don't pressure yourself or others to drink more. Okay, let's do the beach ball. Anybody have any questions about the alcohol thing? I think you all know that.